Why did I quit Yu-Gi-Oh? Honestly, quite a question, and it's a long answer. Well, actually, not really. But obviously, I used to make Yu-Gi-Oh videos here. I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh. I started playing back in high school. I single-handedly, well, not single-handedly, but I personally kind of started the craze of Yu-Gi-Oh resurgence at our high school. I was the president of the club. It was going great. At this time, I started making videos about Yu-Gi-Oh, and afterwards, Yu-Gi-Oh and my channel kind of became intertwined. They kind of became codependent on each other, and I feel like that's kind of the issue. Yeah, I still did play Yu-Gi-Oh! I was not at all competitive. I was a lot more casual, but the content that I was making was still good, I guess, was still fine. I was doing well. It was fun. Obviously, I wasn't extremely successful or anything, but that is the main problem. Yu-Gi-Oh! Became tied to my channel, and vice versa. So then when you realize maybe you don't exactly like the game as much as you thought you did, it becomes an issue. Now, I think the real thing came in 2016 or so. Pokemon Sun and Moon was coming out, and I started a Pokemon channel, started making videos on that. And honestly, I like Pokemon a lot more than I like Yu-Gi-Oh! Always have. I've kind of mentioned that various times before. And so that channel blew up. Well, not blew up, but it took off a lot more than this one. And honestly, to this day, I still make mostly Pokemon videos, upload like 2 to 3 times a week, and I'm doing well. I'm doing a lot better over there. And so when you're playing a game, Yu-Gi-Oh, and not even playing a game, because realistically, like the last few years on this channel, I really didn't even play Yu-Gi-Oh. Again, I was only buying new cards for the sake of making videos, which again is not a good and healthy thing to do. Now, I did like the game. I do actually still like the game. Because, you know, cut to 2020, right before all of this stuff happened, I was actually playing a lot more, casually, and I found that this is how I really, really like Yu-Gi-Oh! I actually really, really still like the game. I haven't gotten rid of my cards. There was a YouTuber a few years ago who says something along the lines of, you don't quit Yu-Gi-Oh! Until you sell all of your cards. And I mean, they're all like right here, literally like a foot away from me. And I was playing a lot with my friends in real life. We kind of started getting new cards for our decks or built new decks. All of us had kind of been brought up to the same level, give or take, rather than using random decks of whatever cards we made. Like some of us still were, but we were actually playing, again, casually, but we had also found a really good store to play at, a good local store, a relatively new one in our area. And so beginning of 2020, things were looking really good. 2019, right, I had discussed on this channel, and I'd come to a realization that I didn't like making Yu-Gi-Oh! Content anymore. I didn't enjoy it anymore, and thankfully, the response was pretty positive. In 2019, I had kind of come to the decision to, on this channel, finish up some deck profiles that I had maybe planned, and then really only discuss anime. And that was working fine. Going into 2020, I was kind of doing the same thing. But I also decided to start discussing the anime, Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s, as it came out. However, all of that was stopped because there were no new anime movies coming out to review because everything closed and the anime went on hiatus. So it felt like whatever life this channel still had, the final nail was kind of put in it earlier this year. And especially because, there was even a chance that I would probably just start making more Yu-Gi-Oh! Content. Again, because I was playing it in real life with friends. I was still building decks. I was improving decks, and they had, like, good, legitimate decks. So any chance anything had, it felt like all that came to an end. But, cut to today, where I'm a lot more comfortable with all of that. And honestly, I'm still operating under the pretense of that this is my channel and I just make whatever I want. I always have. I have Bionicle videos on this channel. I have there were so many just vaguely Yu-Gi-Oh! Related stuff on here. That was a lot more. It was interesting, but I mean, people watched it. I don't regret having this channel at all. It was fun. It taught me a lot. And genuinely, like I said, I like Yu-Gi-Oh! It's just I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. And I don't really play the game anymore. I have no desire to play the game. I have no desire to play it competitively. I have no desire to play at a locals. If anything, I just want to play games with my friends, casually. I have no desire to make videos about it. But when we get back to the main question I asked, why did I quit Yu-Gi-Oh? I don't think I could have a full answer for it. And I don't even know if I could really even say I quit. For all intents and purposes, to anyone watching, yes, I have quit Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't play it anymore. I haven't played actually physically in months, even though I was just playing casually. I'm not going to upload deck profiles, not going to upload duels, no meta discussions. It's become a chore to keep up with. And the community on YouTube, YuGiTube community, while they have welcomed me, and I'm so thankful for that, it's just not the community I want to be a part of. And in real life too, with other players at different stores, they're fine, they're nice, but they're not my friends, and I don't really want to be their friends. That sounds mean and harsh. I'm a lot nicer than that. I'm sorry. But it is hard to describe because, I've always kind of watched several videos like this where people say, I just don't like it anymore. And it was something that was kind of difficult for me to comprehend at the time until it actually happened to me. I don't know, kind of a sour note to end on, but I can't even, oh no, it's weird. I can't even describe my feelings for Yu-Gi-Oh! Do I like it or do I not? I like the game, but I dislike everything else about it. I dislike packs, videos, not necessarily the community. I don't dislike the community. I just don't want to be a part of it. It's not for me. In the nicest way possible. But anyway, I don't even know my name anymore. But have a day. A nice day. A bad day. I don't know. I can't tell you what to have.